Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercies to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Danger in the Last Days. The danger in the last days. Call Allah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, call Allah, Yamla, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And back with another lesson, something that's on my spirit. And as the title reads, The Danger in the Last Days. This will be straight to the point. And one of those prophecies, because the Spirit of the Lord, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, who is a Hebrew Israelite, with dark brown skin and woolly hair, from the tribe of Judah, who is a so-called Negro, the Savior, the Deliverer. That's what his name means. You will have to have that name in the end here. Our help is in the name of the Lord. There's no other name. Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. It isn't Jesus Christ. It isn't Allah. It isn't Buddha. It isn't none of those names. It's Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Without him, you will not be delivered. You have to have the Savior to be delivered. The Holy Mashiach, the Messiah. The name, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. There's power in that name. And it's being revealed. Starting with the men out of his people. The prophets, the teachers. Ultimately, right here at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles on down. The banner, the name, we're coming up under that name, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Exalt that name. But, looking, in the headlines, the Trump administration, on what they're doing. They're ushering in, their agenda. See? And this agenda is about to really devastate a lot of people. Ultimately, in this place, the U.S. Now you have what's here on the chopping block with the Trump administration, with this whole new HUD, Section 8 time limit proposal. There's going to be a new way on how they're going to do things with this HUD, this Section 8. It ain't happened yet, but it's going to happen. This new 2-year proposal for you to be on HUD, housing, Section 8. See? 2 years. And then once you're off of that, your 2 years, you're out indefinitely. And for seniors and the elder, they're exempt. So if you're able-bodied, and you're on this HUD Section 8, you're going to have 2 years to, do what you do, and then you're out of there. This is coming. And then you know we see the whole you know, Medicaid, the health benefits that are about to be cut, because the whole thing with this new HUD, you know, this whole budget deal plan, you know, the government is basically they're getting ready to cut at least, what is it, up to 50, was it 45 or 50%? They about to cut that in half, all this federal aid help. And now your states are going to have to step in and have to fund the other half. And we know some of these states, they just ain't got it, or they ain't gonna do it. It's gonna become a problem. So you know, those that are on housing and you know your SNAP benefits and things like that, a lot of people getting ready to lose out. Getting ready to lose out. And we know, you know, the normal market rate for, you know, your rent, because the normal market rate here in California, you know, for you know, for a one bedroom right now here in California, you know, I know, you know, Northern California, overall California period, but a normal decent one bedroom apartment, you know, will run you about $1,900 for just a one bedroom. And then, you know, for a studio you could still be paying $1,500-1,600. See, that's here in California. And then to rent a room, you can pay up to $1,000 right now, $900 to $1,000 just to rent a room. Let me go here. There's only a few more prophecies left. We have Jacob's trouble, which is we're in right now, and we have famine of hearing the words of the Lord. See, and then we know the RFID, the micro C-hip, and World War III, the War of Armageddon. These are the last few prophecies, and that's it. Right along with the Great Deliverance. We're in the end. This is the end. There's some great suffering that's about to take place. We're about to witness heavy judgment. Heavy judgment. Let me go here. Daniel. I just got a couple scriptures and I'm going to close out. Allah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Daniel. Daniel 12. Daniel 12 and 1. And it reads, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. See? Michael, the angel, the archangel, the war angel. See? And we know the Lord's people, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. And this is ultimately the elect. This is who is going to be guided and protected in the end here is the Lord's elect. Because, you know, they're building and setting up and getting ready to start putting people in these detention camps and in these prisons. You got Alligator Alcatraz. They're about to open up that Alcatraz, the Rock, out there in the Bay Waters, the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay. And these different military prisons. They're about to start putting people, you know, in these places, man. We see the immigration crackdown. It continues to unfold, and it's getting worse because they're going into people's jobs. You know, they're just regular profiling people now. Don't matter if you got regular U.S. citizens that's getting pulled over and questioned and asked. It's just a full court press. These times, we ain't seen these times. This is going to be one time that the world has never seen. It says. This is why you're going to need a higher power. Matter of fact, let me go here. I'll come back to that. Let me go to, what is that? Psalm. You're going to have men, women, and children out here suffering. Psalm 34. Because we're gonna need a higher power in this end. If you ain't got you ain't got the Lord with you, you're finished, man. This is Psalm 34 and 7. Psalm 34 and 7, and it reads, it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them who? The elect. The Lord's chosen, his remnant. The angel. This is why you seeing all them Esau and the other nations, and you know they like to call them UFOs or UAPs. Those are the angels that are in those chariots, the vehicles of the Lord, man. The Lord is coming back in a big, gigantic chariot. You seen that movie Independence Day? It's going to be way bigger than that. He coming back in a big, gigantic chariot with innumerable amount of angels. So many angels you can't even count. But they're coming back to deliver the Lord's elect, his remnant. And they're going to elect the remnant, Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. They're going to be guided and protected in this end. It's great miracles that are coming. I mean, totally life or death situations. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. See, delivereth them. This is the whole point. To be delivered out of these troubling situations. Let me go here. Job 5 and 19. Job 5 and 19, and it reads, it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. See? He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And that 7 represents completion. You're going to need protection in this end. You're going to need the Lord, man. And we know with this whole, with that HUD and Section 8, you know, you got a lot of people that's living below poverty line. They only make 15 to 18 $20,000 a year. They can't afford the normal market rent rate. They can't do it. You know, paying 15 or paying 16, 17,000 a month, 21,000 a month. They can't do it. That's just rent, let alone. And here it is, they got 2 or 3 kids, and they on Section 8 housing and EBT. They not gonna be able to do it. Credit ain't all that good. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7. There shall no evil touch thee. See? It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, see? And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. You gotta have men, women, and children out here through, man, suffering. You better pray that you have the Lord with you. All these benefits and different resources that you have right now, the Lord, because this is ultimately the Lord. He about to dry all of that up, dry all your resources up. You got these food banks that are in a crisis, shutting down. Major job layoffs. There's not a time that ever has been in earth that we're about to see, that we're coming into. We ain't seen this before. Mass homelessness. You're going to have women out here with kids, single parent. They're going to be fucking for rent. Excuse my language. You're going to have women out here, women that was on Section 8 housing, EBT, all of that, man. All the benefits from the government totally cut off. And out here selling they self for rent. It's where it's gonna go to, man. It's gonna get slimy out here. Crime. You're gonna have all these people that's cut off from these benefits back against the wall. And you know, some of them, most of them, they're not serving YAHAWASHI. It's gonna be judgment. But this is gonna create chaos, man. Crime, war, civil war. See? It says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So if you ain't in that book of life of the Lord's, you know, you're finished, man. You done. And those that are calling on Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha, and all them other names and worship and all of that other stuff, we're going to see if it delivers you in that time. We're going to see. So, you know, I'll leave it there, man. It's a very, very crucial time. This is the time to be praying, fasting, and serving the Lord to the best of your ability, hoping that you are guided and protected. And if you got a family, them too, in this end time. Because if you don't have the Lord's protection, man, you're food on the menu. Shalom.